Hey, horror fans, once again, it is me, the Horror Miser Money G. It's time to review another horror movie. Yes, I finally saw the new and improved, or whatever you want to call it, reboot of Wrong Turn, The Foundation. Yes! Now, Wrong Turn is a 2021 horror film. It was directed by Mike P. Nelson and was written by Alan McElroy. The film stars Charlotte Vega, Adrian Bradley, Bill Sage, Emma Dumont, and Dylan McTee. In the film, three couples hiking the Appalachian Trail are confronted by the Foundation, a community of people who have lived in the mountains for hundreds of years, and they don't like trespassers or strangers. Now, when it comes to horror franchises outside of the unholy trinity, that's Freddy, Jason, and Michael, a few have held their staying power like the Wrong Turn franchise has. Now, this was created by screenwriter Alan B. McElroy, who also wrote the screenplay for Halloween 4: The Return of Michael Myers. The series centers on a family of inbred deformed cannibals who hunt and kill people in horrific ways, and I do mean horrific. They don't take no prisoners whatsoever. Now, unlike Freddy, Jason, and Michael, and unlike the Child's Play series, which focuses mainly on a serial killer, Charles Lee Ray, the Wrong Turn series deals with a family of killers, almost similar to the family in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, for me, the first two Wrong Turn series were pretty good. The third one was okay, but it went downhill after that. It just kept repeating the same old, and really didn't do anything other than we had some decent kills, we got some good practical effects, but that's about it. So now, creator Alan McElroy brings us the latest entry into the franchise called Wrong Turn: The Foundation. Now, after a short prologue in which a man is searching for his missing daughter, the film goes back 6 weeks earlier, where we're introduced to the man's daughter, Jen, and her friends. Now, her boyfriend Darius, their friend Mila, and her boyfriend Adam, and their friend Lewis with his boyfriend Gary, they decide to travel to a small West Virginia town where they're going to hike the famous Appalachian Trail. You heard that right before. Isn't that descent? Now, despite being warned to stay on the trail, of course they do a dumbass decision. They venture off, and of course, disaster occurs to the three couples. Now, the one thing I will give Alan credit is for how different this film is to the others in the series. Now, the couples don't encounter a family of inbred cannibals. What they encounter is an entire community of families simply called the Foundation. Now, I've said this before, and I'll say this again when it comes to remakes or reboots. It's like I do like it when they tell their own stories and they don't rehash or copy the same things that we've seen before in the series. And besides, I know I've seen enough Three Fingers, Sawtooth, and One Eye to last a lifetime. I mean, I don't know how much more you can tell that same story. They don't like strangers. We know they're going to eat people, and all they do is kill people in horrific ways. Now, I do like what director Mike P. Nelson does on how this film looks. Similar to what he did with the 2018 film The Domestics, he gives this film a dark, surreal, and gritty look. He and his cinematographer, Nick Junkerfeld, take advantage of the wilderness location, showing both the beauty and the dangers that this has. And you get a sense of both. It looks beautiful, but you also can tell there's danger in it as well. Now, when it comes to the acting, I really had no problems with Charlotte Vega, who plays Jen Shaw. Obviously, she's the one that has the moral fiber. She's the one that tries to get everyone together when the shit hits the fan. It's her trying to keep the group and everyone else together. Everyone else freaks out and starts going crazy, but she's the one that says, we got to stick together. We have to do the right things in order to survive. Unfortunately, one of the problems I do have with the film is that she's the only one that gets any type of character growth in the film. I mean, she shows what she'll do, what is necessary in order to keep her fans alive, and she's the only one that has any character development. She's the only one that the audience cares about and hopes to survive. The rest of the cast are your typical cliche characters, such as Adam, who's the typical asshole or jerk in the group, and Mila, who seems to be like the wild one. They're a couple, and Adam does some typical things that you see a character like his one, and Mila's the one that seems like the kind of a wild one, but we just don't get enough character growth out of these two. Now, I will give Alan credit. We do have an interracial couple and we have a gay couple in the film, but Alan doesn't create enough character development to make the audience care what happens to them. I mean, they're just there. I guess they're set in modern times, so that's the reason why we see these type of characters here. But there's no character growth in any of these people that makes us care about what happens to them. Only Jen is the one that we care about, and that's it. Now, as for the foundation, as I stated earlier, it's a different and fresh take here, and I like their backstory too. I won't reveal what they are, but I do like what Alan does in this particular film when creating the foundation. Veteran actor Bill Sage does a good job of playing the leader of the community, and I like his speech that happens between the second and third act of the film. For me, it brings up parallels on what is happening now in the country as opposed to the reason why they created their community in the first place. Now, despite this change, the Foundation doesn't have the same type of threat that the cannibals have, but they're just as deadly. They're just as dangerous and as deadly, and the filmmaker shows with the deadly saw trap that they have in this film. These people are not stupid. They know what they're doing. They've been living in the woods for all this time, so I definitely would not want to encounter them. Now, we do get some decent practical effects, and we do get some gore, and we get some nice kills, and some of the kills are quite bloody, so I will like to thank Alan and the filmmakers for keeping the same things that they've done throughout the series. But another problem I have with this film is the length, as I believe this film is about 20 minutes longer than it should have been. It's like Alan didn't know how to end the film, so we have some scenes that kind of take too long, and I believe a certain character really didn't need to be in this film. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm pretty sure once you see the film, you like understand it's like, what, the film's not over yet? You know, you get to this point where, okay, the film's over. No, wait, the film's not over yet. Okay, the film's not over yet. So overall, while I like some of the changes that Alan did with this one, and while it's better than the last entry in the series, to be honest, I would say after the third one, the last three ones, this film is way too long, and other than Jen, the characters aren't interesting enough to make us care what happens to them. And again, just like I said, this film is just too long. So I'm going to give Wrong Turn 2021 only 2 out of my 5 bloody gold coins. Only 2 out of my 5 bloody gold coins. There's nothing wrong with this film. It's not a bad horror movie, but it's certainly not better than the first one. And if I were to rank this film, I'd probably put it in the middle. That's about it. I mean, I think some people will like it. Some people won't because they're going to miss the cannibals because they love them so much. But to me, this is just a middle of the road horror film. So there you have it, my horror fans. That's my video and review of Wrong Turn 2021 or Wrong Turn Down Foundation. If you did enjoy this film, please like and share because it does help with the YouTube algorithm. Also, if you have seen Wrong Turn the Foundation, what do you think about it? Did you enjoy the film or did you miss the cannibals? Please leave your comments in the comment section below and tell me what you thought about Wrong Turn the Foundation. Also, if you're new here, please hit that subscriber button and ring that notification bell. That way you'll be notified anytime when I put a new video such as this one. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Miser Monty G, and always remember that horror rules. And I'll see you in my next video. I am out.